Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live. Let's welcome
You're live.
Yeah, I'm back again. Are you play back again?
No, you are live. What happens is when you go live.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us this evening with our panel. First of all, let me thank Mr. Kyle Wallace who has made this possible for us to be in here this evening. Ricky.
No.
Yeah, one. Yeah, Mr. Wong, you're live.
Yeah, but the music continue playing. Yeah, man. So let me thank you again, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the misinterrupt. So we are live, gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for the very first time as we have a great panel. Mr. Calvin James, one of our band director, Constable Tedisha, Corporal Calvin Wallace, Mr. Kyle Wallace, director of the Reggae Boyz, Reggae Girlz Supporters Club. Thank you all for being here. And Carissa Floyd, thank you all for being here. So our topic this evening will be about youth development and, of course, the Reggae Boyz Supporters Club. But first of all, let me start by introducing our panel, starting with Mr. Kyle Wallace, sir. For those who don't know Mr. Kyle Wallace, he's one of the directors for the Reggae Boyz Supporters Club. Sir, I would like you to let Jamaica know who is Mr. Kyle Wallace.
Well, I'm just a guy in New York that's in love with Jamaican football, Jamaican culture, Jamaican people, and of course I am Jamaican. So I'm just trying to basically play my role to build the culture, build the culture, build the environment to let the world know that there's a good side of Jamaica that people. So that is my
thank you, Mr. Wallace. Amen. All right, so that's the panel to mute their mic. Mr. Calvin, Sir James, known to the troopers, introduce yourself to the panel and to our audience, sir.
Okay, good night, everyone. My name is Mr. R.B.G.S.C, James, Assistant Director of the Magnificent Troopers Drum and Bugle Corps.
Okay, thank you, Sir James. And we are from the Jamaica Police Academy, Corporal Calvin Wallace. Sir, the floor is all yours.
All right, good night, everyone. It's actually Kelvin Wallace. All right, so I'm a corporal of police, as Sir Wang stated earlier. I work at the National Police College of Jamaica, to be specific. at the Cadet Academy. I'm also one of the directors, or a drumline director, at the Magnificent Troopers Band. I've been a member for many years, and so you will hear further from me later on in the chat.
All right, thank you very much. And Tedisha, one of our long-standing members from school days, up to the point of becoming a police officer and still active within the Jump Corps in many ways than one. Tedisha, welcome.
Good night, everyone. Tedisha Black, Constable of Police, and one of the directors of the Magnificent Troopers Bugle Corp. I currently I'm working at the Central Police Station, but I am a trained community-based police as well as a school resource officer. So I work very closely with community members and students, especially those with, a little bit of challenge.
Man, thank you so much.
You'll hear further from me.
Joyce, Carissa Floyd. Yeah, man, Joyce, Carissa Floyd. Now, she is one of the persons who, whenever time we need anything abroad, there's a lot more like Irvin Smith, Raquel, a lot of team. But Joyce, every day, Joyce would reach out to the marching band in terms of what is our need. Support, been with the marching band from school days from Jonathan Grant until she's overseas, married, 3 beautiful kids. Joyce, introduce yourself for me.
Hi, good night. I'm Carissa Lloyd. I've been a member from Troopers from I was 11. Actually, I have 5 kids. Troopers has been my life from years and years. Can't give it up as yet, but whatever it is, I try my best to support the Troopers members, and thank God for equity, for where I'm at in life. So nice meeting you all.
Amen. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, thanks again. And to our viewers from the marching band world, Eagle Star, Rangers, Mighty Flyers, Spear Setters, and it goes on. And, for all the marching band that are watching, welcome. For the members of the Magnificent Troopers and the supporters club who are watching, we thank you for being here and taking part in our debate. Now, tonight's topic is about youth development and also the impact of the Reggae Boys and Reggae Girls supporters club that has changed, literally changed the way how football has been playing at the national stadium and on the local scene. And like I said before, Mr. Clive Wallace and his team has done that remarkable changes that literally have everybody speaking, have everybody talking, anticipating when is the next match. The Troopers will be there, the Reggae Club supporters team will be there as well, and so on. So Mr. Clive Wallace, like I said before, thank you for being here, time out. Now, how did you, sir, come up with the idea to, come with that impact to change the whole vibes at the national stadium, especially for the senior teams?
Sorry, somebody making noise in the background.
Mute your microphone.
Yes, can you mute your microphone, please? Can you mute your mic until it's your time? Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
All right. Sorry, I forgot the question. I couldn't hear you.
Okay. How did you and your team come up with the idea to change the whole vibes, to the impact that the supporters club has made at the national stadium, especially playing for the national team and the local team, where we have almost every Jamaican now, anticipating when is the next match, when will the marching band be playing, what next, the supporters club will be doing to bring that vibes at the national stadium and definitely,
Right.
change the way how football has been playing so far?
Well, actually, what happened was I was on one of the vloggers program, Manning's Man program, and they were basically brainstorming ways as to how to bring fans into the national stadium and support the reggae boys and reggae girls. So, I basically did some research, to find out, what would bring in fans into the stadium. And I found out, that in Madison Square Gardens, because people keep saying you need to be winning to bring fans into the stadium. And I do not believe that is true. Because in Madison Square Gardens in New York, everybody knows the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks has not won a championship in over 30 years. And Madison Square Garden is full. It's full, constantly full. And how they fill their stadium is through entertainment. So I'm trying to bring that concept to the national stadium. So the first piece of the puzzle is to get a band in there. I also had other ideas which I presented to the GF, but they basically didn't give me a call back. The only thing that they seemed receptive for was a band to come into the stadium to basically provide entertainment, which I'm grateful for. So that was the first step. So the plan is to basically build it out, to make it self-sustainable, to keep the troopers there representing the reggae boys and the reggae girls. And as this initiative grows, we hope that the troopers grow as well. Because my ambition is to make the troopers international. So when anybody think about the reggae boys and reggae girls, I think about the troopers band. You know what I mean? So that is my vision. And I'm pretty sure given time it's going to take off.
Yeah, definitely. And when you see the reaction of the persons who attend these games, especially when it comes to the marching band and within the stand, we know that it will be bigger within time. It will be bigger in time because, but then you would just come and watch a match and everybody just sit down and away from scoring. That's the only time you would see person basically lively up themselves and so forth. But like I said before, you have made an impact by getting marching band to, really change that vibes from outside, not just inside of the stadium, but from outside, and so forth. So we do thank you, sir, and we are looking forward to working with you.
Well, I don't
just continue to change.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really think it's me alone. I keep telling people that it's a team effort because one boat can't make a wheel run. You know what I mean? Tire, you need the rim, you need, you need the oil, you need a lot of things.
Definitely. Yeah.
So I'm fortunate to have you as a partner to come along and see the vision basically.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for all of you who come along to me. And by extension,
we are
the kids, because it's from what I see, it's a positive influence on all of the kids to let them get out of a certain environment and go out and enjoy, going to the national stadium. Because I remember when I was a kid, going to the national stadium was one of the greatest things in my life, just to go there and watch my team perform. So, it's a good thing for the kids.
Giving you support,
community-wise.
Right. Yeah, man. And like I said, I know the troopers are excited, especially the younger ones. They are very excited because even for the 2024 season, they are anticipating when is the next match. When is the next match? So, it will grow. It will grow, working together. Mr. Calvin James, sir. Or let me rephrase that to Calvin Wallace from the Police Academy. Sir, on the topic of youth development, what are some of the things that you see or think marching band does to help improve youths within marching band?
All right, good night, everyone. All right, so I'm going to be speaking specifically to the Magnificent Troopers Marching Band as other band may function a little bit different, but I'm intimate with the Troopers band in terms of its operation. So one of the first thing, as you say, it's the holistic development of youth. So we don't just
Can't hear Kelvin. We can't hear you.
Oh, Sir Wallace, Sir, yeah, Sir, Mr. Wallace, we're not hearing you, sir.
Can you hear me now?
You are not. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Hear me now. All right. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah.
But as I was saying, as it relates to the operation of the Magnificent Troopers marching band, we focus on the holistic development of youths, not just musicianship, learning to play an instrument and marching up and down. But the key ingredient why we are successful for so many years is actually discipline, right? So we are not a military or a paramilitary group, but we work very closely with the members of the JCF. To be exact, we are talking about persons from the National Police College of Jamaica. We recently have a new partner, which is the Cadet Academy, which is headed by Woman Inspector T. Johnson. All right. Now, as it relates to what marching band can do and what Troopers is doing for youth, is also exposure. Moving from point A to point B, so we move from one parish to the other, from one event to the other. This allows the members to meet various persons in society, right? Different persons, and also opens opportunity for them. For example, a lot of the members in the band or a lot of the leadership came from the band as youth. They are now police officers, soldiers, warders, other professions, teachers, nurse, you name it. It therefore means that we have been doing something right. Doesn't mean that we are there as yet, because we want to take this thing higher. The band has been on a lot of international stage before, competitions abroad, local competitions, and the latest one being providing entertainment at the National Stadium, which we have been doing a great job. Another thing is also sense of pride. Being a part of a band that is well established gives you a sense of pride, give you some amount of identity, that you are a part of something great, and therefore bring some amount of importance to your life. Also, as it relates to their socialization, they are from different communities. Most of the communities are considered to be marginalized communities. So they come there, they socialize, they develop a camaraderie, they develop loyalty, and hence it creates a strong bond. So it is, I would say, it's a holistic development of youth.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Mr. Wallace. And
Sure.
Speaking frankly, growing up in the marching band, over the years, the academy has played a role, I think, in each of us life as students, as kids growing up.
Definitely.
Differently from your mom, differently from your mother and your father. When you come to the trading school, that's where you meet your other mother, your other father, your brother, who go the extra mile, who definitely go the extra mile over the years. Because for one, let me explain what a lot of persons don't know about Police Academy and Magnificent Troopers. Officers within the training school, as young youths, would put you up to stand up, and they would allow you to speak freely in terms of an audience, and they would stop you at times and correct you and say, look here, man, you need to keep your head up. You need to pronounce a word properly. You need to introduce yourself. And those are things that we learn from within the marching band. Some simple thing as if using knife and fork. And you said it, Mr. Wallace, exposure, a lot of exposure. Some simple things that some home doesn't put the effort on in terms of, let me put it this way. As youths growing up, when we're going to eat, we just bowl with food in our hand in terms of plates, and we just eat with any hand and so forth. But coming to the police academy as young youth, those are the stages they take you from, stages to stages to stages, where you can stand in front of a person, be a leader, stand in front of a person, give command, authority. And that's one of the things that I have learned over the years from police academy. Now, this is a question, just throw it to the panel. Just throw it to the panel, right? And do you think that role models have a positive effect on youths in terms of the crime situation or being positive? And role models such as when we have the artists, them who do a lot of gun songs, and then we have some artists who do a lot of positive songs. Do you think they play a role in the way our youths behave in society?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear it now. We can hear it now. Can everyone hear?
Definitely.
Good.
It's important that we have positive role models in society. And everybody will have a special artist and say, give you a reason. Now, whether we believe it or not, yes, these lads will emulate someone. Good. And if the persons that are available are all negative, then they are only going to emulate negative. But I'm going to use, for example, Chronix. Did a song at one point where him say, nah, follow nobody.
That's my point.
You know, he's one of my favorite artists. And when you listen to the message in his songs, they make sense. If you follow what he's saying, it will definitely lead you to success. You know, it put you on the road to success. It is very important that even within the marching band, we have positive role models. Now, the Troopers band is rich with that. And we can name them. We have police officers, we have soldiers, we have entertainers, we have musicians, we have persons who are doing dual role, right? So they always have somebody who they can look to, whether that person is a male or female. Now, this boundary is extended when we start to partner with police officers from the National Police College, when we start partnering with members from the Cadet Academy, when we start partnering with members at the National Stadium, you realize that there is going to be somebody to emulate, right? Now we have Mr. Kyle Wallace. There is somebody there looking at him and say, you know, that's what I want to do when I grow up. I love football, you know, and I never know that, you know, I could be doing something like this. You know, not everybody will want to become a police officer or a soldier, but definitely we widen that boundary where they are exposed to persons in all levels of society that they can emulate. Also, guidance or guiding these persons as to who they emulate is also key. You know, you have somebody to point you in a particular direction, and all they need to do is to let you go, all right? And you will be on the road to success.
Man, definitely, and I support your answer 100%. Mr. Kyle Wallace, this is one of the questions that a lot of persons been asking me. I mean, I get calls, I get texts. What does the crocodile stand for and the Reggae Boyz supporters club logo? I mean, everyone, you know, been asking, what does it stand for?
Not hearing you. Could you mute and unmute your mic?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Okay, no problem.
Yes, so the crocodile. Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hey, man, very clear.
All right, ready. All right, so the crocodile. Okay, good. Yes, so the crocodile is on your national coat of arms. You know, anybody who know their coat of arms know that the crocodile is there. And the crocodile, to me, signifies resilience. You know, in its element, you cannot beat it. So my thinking was, you put the ball with the crocodile. When they come to the national stadium, we are in our element. Nobody not supposed to be able to beat us. And even when you take that crocodile out of its element and put it on dry land, you have a hard time beating that crocodile. So that is my reason why I came up with the crocodile, because crocodile is unbeatable in its element. It will take it out. All right. So that is it. Crocodile teeth. Beware.
I mean, it couldn't be a better answer. Couldn't be a better answer. You know, Sir James, you have been very instrumental within the marching band over the years. And you know, my question to you, Sir James, what are some of the best moments you see with these kids in the marching band in terms of changes for those who come with the rough edges, those who come, you know, don't know if to speak properly over a period of months? What are some of the changes you've seen these kids adjust to after being in the marching band for a while?
Okay, good night again, everyone. Well, when a new member comes into the marching band, after they take them to Sir Wang, and then I'll be the next person to see them. I'll interview them and then get a feedback on their well-being and stuff like that. So over a period of time, then you will see we notify the rough edges, and then some of them they don't have proper deportment, and then we'll teach them how to be that person and where they are and the compound of the National Police College of Jamaica, because they actually have to look like a police officers when we're on the compound. So some of them have to don themselves properly, and we have to teach them how to do that. You understand? So that's basically it. And sometimes some of them just never have any love. They never get any love from their parents. And they come there. Most of them call me Uncle James also. So they come there and then they get love, and then they be a better person than they was today from yesterday. You understand? Because I have a lot of, I can call them my children, which is not, I'm not their biological father, but I have a lot of them over there. I just adopt them as my kid.
Yeah, man, well said, Sir James. Kids coming from the ghetto, mostly, to the marching band. You know, and I think a lot of leaders can attend to this. Coming to a marching band, they come with the same behavior and attitude that they would display on the corner in terms of dress code. Pants down at them bottom, slippers, cut up pants, head ragga, and so forth. And you know, marching band on a whole, especially marching band that are well organized and put discipline first and not, you know, playing just for playing sake, will help to mold these kids in terms of you have to know when to dress a certain way. You have to know when to behave a certain way. And you have to know when to talk at a certain time and display. And the magnificent troopers, along with other marching band that I can really stand up and say, in terms of, you know, grooming these kids to show proper dress code, etiquette, you name it, behavior pattern in terms of in public. The magnificent troopers, along with the officers over the years, have been playing a great role in that. Tadisha, and you see me laugh, Tadisha. She's one of those female officers. When it comes to the troopers, she don't take any crap. Don't take any crap. And like I said before, you have a lot of marching band that I can stand here right now and salute in terms of doing a good job as leaders. Mr. Tennant from George Washington, Daga from Eagle Star Marching Band. You ever see them guys? Well put together on the road. The Rangers within town, Eastern Rangers. ever neat, not only in uniform, and the Tivoli Garden, the St. Jude's, pace setters. Those are marching band that are contributing a lot to youths within Jamaica, you know, and it is good when you have leaders within communities that these kids can look up to, within these marching band that, you know, we can make basically a difference in them life. Understand? Well, one of the thing I've looked on over the years, especially now, to help to groom these guys, especially in the developing eras of youths. I think marching band, and this is true now to the panel, I think marching band should, at certain time of the year, or even at 2 times a year, get some companies to be on board. Not be on board in terms of to support us, in terms of funds and money, but support us and support the youth by exposing them to the work world, Mr. Wallace. Just like how we are at the police academy, a lot of our kids are exposed to the police force. So after a period of time, a lot of these kids get just want to be a police officer, that they've been around them, you know, and persons that they emulate and look up to. And I think marching band Panawol can do so much more to help develop youths, not just say we play the best music or we got the biggest function and that's it. Get persons to come on board within a marching band. So electricians, even 2 times a year, man. We have some electricians come there, and you see for them 2 times there for the year, Mr. Wallace, all them come and do is teach them about how to connect at this and you name it, wires, and how to look about volts, and, you know, getting them to be, you know, put them in the mind to be an electrician. And those are things I'm looking at. Just like how the Magnificent Troopers at times would have teachers come on board from school and spend time with these kids, because let's be frank, a lot of these kids within the marching band need help educational wise. And as marching band, especially marching band that has been here for years, I think we can do much more. I think we can do much more as marching band. What you guys think?
Oh yeah, definitely. And I believe that this YouTube
Can you guys hear
platform
me?
is a good place.
Yes, we're hearing you.
Basically, yep. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, we're hearing you.
Yeah, we're hearing it. At times, you know, the audio go and come. So yeah, we're hearing it clear now.
Yeah, it comes. Yeah,
All right. So,
you know, my belief is that we can use this YouTube platform as a vehicle to basically launch ideas, to get the bands going, you know, to get the ideas going. So this can be a good platform to basically move things forward, you know. Go on, Mr. Wallace. Sorry about that.
Right, Mr. Wallace. Yes,
Forward.
Mr. Wallace. All right.
Especially for youths.
The fact that you said that a while ago, for the persons.
You were saying?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Mr. Wallace.
Yes, I was just saying that for the persons who are viewing, there is a chat. So you guys can leave your comments in the chat section. We want to get the viewers involved as well. You know, they might be able to give us some ideas. We don't want them to just watch and listen, but get involved. Send something in the chat, you know, leave a comment, and we'll appreciate that.
Yeah, they are commenting, but it's not popping up on the screen because I have another phone and I'm watching the comments.
Oh,
they're
right.
basically commenting.
All right.
Okay, yes, sir. Wrong about the youths now, and
so let's
hear
from the lady.
Just like what we do when time them like leave school, and we will take them to the art to get them sign up to get a skill or something like that. So other institution can come on board also and do just the same.
Exactly.
Sir Wang jump off.
It look like Sir Wang jumped off. All right. So, Sir James, can you check like the fact that you have another phone? Is it possible for you to check to see if there are any questions coming up from the
No, they've just
comments?
they're just commenting regular. No question not popping up.
All right. So one other thing.
Can we bring in the ladies for input?
Beautiful, definitely so. Tedisha. Check your microphone, Tedisha. We're not hearing you.
Yes, sir. What did you say?
We're just saying that we want to get your input. We are not hearing you.
Oh, well, all right. So, good night again, everyone.
Good night.
As the project director, I normally, in that same holistic development that Kelvin spoke about, we try to get these kids involved in, visiting homes and caring for the elderly, the less fortunate, the homeless persons and so forth. And these things, help them to see, to remain humane or to become humane if they weren't before. Because a lot of them grow up in environments that, impact them negatively. So we try to, help them in different ways to, enjoy every little, every little area of their childhood. You understand? So,
All right.
holistic
Tedisha.
development. Yes, sir. Are you not hearing me? Are you hearing me now?
Tedisha.
Yeah. You hearing me now?
Yeah,
Are you
I'm
hearing
hearing
me
you,
now?
Tedisha.
Loud and clear. I think it's Mr.
I'm hearing
Wang
you.
thing.
Yeah. Sir Wang,
Right.
check your mic thing. If
I think it's Mr. Wang Wi-Fi. Yeah.
okay, in the comment I saw someone
We are
ask
having a little internet issue.
someone
We're having a
asked
little internet issue.
what did they ask? What's the days of practice for the marching band? So we train we train every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Someone asked a question in the chat.
All right. Give them the time, Sir James.
And it is from 6:30 p.m. through to 8:30 p.m. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
And I have a question. Would you guys be broadcasting it?
The rehearsal?
Would you guys be broadcasting?
Our rehearsal?
All right. So yes, rehearsal. So
we're back and
can you hear me?
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Right. So if we are going to be broadcasting, yes, well, if we're going to be broadcasting, we would have to use selective trainings. The reason for this is that
just give us a few minutes,
as a marching band, especially when you're working on music, you wouldn't want to put your music together only for somebody else to take it. Because it is competitive when it comes down to the marching band. So depending on what we are doing, then we will broadcast. But especially when it comes on to the development of our music, you don't definitely want to push that out there too early. It is not unusual for bands to go out on an engagement, meet another band, and it's an immediate showdown. So it is good for us to keep some things in the arsenal, some things hidden from our what do you call it now? Our opponents or our competitors. So we would have selective training.
So to piggyback on that question.
Yes.
So to piggyback on that question, will you be vlogging like when you go to these functions, these nursing homes, these schools? Like, would we be seeing you guys travel around the country? Because believe me, people in the States look forward to vlogs of, you know, people touring the islands and basically giving a descriptive view as to what is going on. And that's what we're really looking for as a part of the package.
Yeah. Most definitely that is a part of one of our future plan, and it will be happening in the near future. Right? Because not everybody has gotten that troopers experience. So you find that persons will be able to see what we are doing when we go, for example, the National Stadium. Some persons will be able to get that enjoyment, you know, to be a part of the band while we are doing our thing.
Right. That's what we're looking forward to. You know, not only the stadium, but you know, any little entertainment function that you have planned. I'm sure that people in the diaspora will be pleased just to watch you visit their parish and basically put on something. You know what I mean? So I am looking forward to it, and I'm pretty sure that a lot more people are looking forward to it.
All right. Most definitely. We have some things in the pipeline which we don't wish to disclose at this moment that will be coming up. Definitely, it would be the first, or we would be the first band to be doing some things like that. You know, for example, this can go out there now. So I don't know if you know Jazz Brush.
No.
Mr. Wallace. Yeah, never heard of a Jazz Brush. Our marching band is one of the first band, or maybe the first band in Jamaica, apart from the JCF and JDF band, to actually use Jazz Brush. Right? So as we say, we pay special emphasis on musicianship. So we take pride in going out there and playing stuff like Afrobeat, reggae, and not just the typical marching band sound. So we can go there, we can play reggae, we can play hip hop. If you need us to go to Afro beats, we can do that. We don't limit ourselves in what we do in terms of playing music. And that comes with a lot of discipline and practice.
Right. I believe that was a question Mr. Ellington was asking. You know, seeing that I have a question.
Right. I am unable to see the questions, so I'm not sure if everybody can see those.
I saw them on the screen. You're not seeing them, Mr. Wallace?
All right, let me.
All right. So if you can see them, then you can just.
I can read out for you.
Okay, good.
All right, let me read. He said, seeing that we go forward, things are changing day by day. What new upgrades will the marching band be doing? That's from Nicholas Ellington.
Oh, good night, Mr. Ellington. Welcome. All right. So some of the upgrades that you'll be seeing is you'll be seeing a difference in terms of instruments. All right. You definitely see an upgrade of the quality of instruments. Also in Jamaica, we don't have a lot of pit section playing. Troopers will be engaging in a whole lot of that, where persons can come out and actually enjoy the music, right? So, and if you don't know what a pit section is, it's similar to an orchestra.
Cool. So,
okay with that?
So, what kind of instruments do you guys have? Like, do you have like trumpets? We call it trombones.
All right. So
what kind of instruments do you have?
Band, we have two main types of instruments. So you have the wind section, wind instruments, and we also have percussion instruments. So the band is literally split in three main groups. The first being the dancers. This is where persons do the dancing, the acrobatics, and all of that. Then you have the percussions. You'll find all the drums and other percussion instruments. And you have the wind instruments. As to the different types of instruments, we have trumpets, we have bass horns, we have mellophones, Pretty soon we're moving over to saxophone. We don't have a whole lot of that, but we'll be going there shortly. To the percussion section, we have snare drums, bass drums, and we're talking about different size bass drums. And we have what we call tom-toms. So this is where you find the tri-toms, the quads, the quintets, where you have the multiple drums, cymbals, cowbells, you name it. Xylophones, we have all of those. We'll also be upgrading our electronic section in short order. As we say, we don't want to disclose too much.
Okay, King Scotty asks a question in regard to
I'm
the
curious to
education
know.
of the kids. Mr. Scott, we work in conjunction with the schools because most of our members are from schools and we go into the school at times. I even attend parents-teacher meeting for some of the students, right? So that's basically it when you ask a question regards of their education. Sometimes if the parents tell us that they are slow in school, then we will get somebody or a next member who can help them with their homework and all those stuff when they comes in early, and then they will take them up with their bookwork and all those stuff. And someone is asking,
We
can
have
I
a
join your marching band? I guess the information and a contact number is up. See, it's
Mr.
running
Premier.
across the screen. Yeah.
Right.
So you can give us a call and then we'll take it from there.
Any other
Not only
questions?
do we need people to join, we need people in the diaspora who are willing.
All right, so let me just shed some light on some of the partnerships with the Troopers Band now that we have established some new partners, and we hope that going forward we have persons who will come on board. One of our newest partner being that of the Cadet Academy, because we're already at the National Police College of Jamaica, where we get tremendous support. And I must say big up to the members of the National Police College and also the members at ESM, all the police officers from ESM. I want to give a special shout out. Now, these officers, from time to time, when the lads come to training, you'll find that these officers, I don't know how they do it, from time to time will assist those lads with meals. So they'll come in from school, and once you see they go around there, if they have anything there, whether it be leftover or if they have whatever, they will share it with those lads, right? So they develop a partnership. Now, the Cadet Academy being the newest partner, right? It's a school it's actually an high school that is owned by the Jamaica Constabulary Force, right? And as I want to say, big up the staff from there again, and also Miss Tenesia Johnson, who is the principal there. Now, it's a program or a school for young boys. They are exposed to basic paramilitary training such as drills, defensive tactics, and all of that. Also do their CXC subjects and stuff there, right? Now, that partnership will blossom into something beautiful in the future. We will not go too deep in that, all right? Also, we are partners with some cadet programs in the era, from the Spanish Town era. The De La Vega Cadet Program is one of our partners. The St. Catherine North Cadet Program is also another partner. Good? And what you'll find is that we work with other youth groups and other entities that will ensure that we have success for the lads in the future. So it's setting a path for them.
Yeah.
Sir Wang, you hearing us?
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Sorry about that.
Mr. Wang?
Well said, Mr. Wallace. Yeah, where I've been, yeah. Um, I'm definitely having some internet issues. You know, Jamaica, this one a whole. I'm having that problem right now with the Wi-Fi connection. So I do apologize to our viewers and the panel. And it's on beyond my control. On beyond my control. Okay, guys.
That's all
Some
right.
of these.
That's all right.
I'm putting up one here. On screen. So give me a second. Give me a second. All right. Again, having a little issues again. Getting a okay. Yes, I do put it in. It's youth themselves. Oh. All right. So again, issue. All right. For those who've been asking, what are the days that we practice over by the police academy? It's Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays. Between the hours of 6 to 8:30. 3 days per week. 3 days per week. What days? Okay. What days for the marching band? All right. So I've just answered that question. Just answer that question. Now, Mr. Wallace, how can the public get the items from you from the logo brand items for the Reggae Boyz matches? As in clothes, you have hats, you have shirts, you have, you name it, you have the whole work. How can they get the items to wear to show their support for the Reggae Boyz?
Well, we have an online store basically that's coming out. You know, I'm still working on it. And basically we can ship globally. England, Canada, America, Jamaica. So I'm working on it. I was working on the kinks, but the store is up and ready. You know, I was working on the promotional part of it. So between now and the next game in the national stadium, you know, hopefully less than that, you know, the store should be up and running. But we have everything you need. There's a link below in the YouTube section of Mr. Wang's vlog. You will see a link to the store. So you can click on it and you can find it. There's also a link on Facebook, you know, where you can basically log on and you can, you know, shop and buy stuff online.
Yeah.
But you know, the store is out there. The store is ready, and we're ready to go.
And then definitely. And the link will also be on the Magnificent Troopers Drum and Bugle Corps page as well. Instagram, TikTok, all social media era will be there. Joyce. Hello, Miss Joyce. Can you hear me, Joyce?
You need to unmute your mic.
Your microphone, Miss Joyce. Turn it on.
Can you hear me?
Still not hearing you.
Can you hear Joyce?
Your mic.
You unmute your mic.
Joyce can hear you, but we right. You gotta unmute your mic.
Okay. All right. Right. Until she get that part fixed, we can move along. All right. So there was one more person from the JDF. He was trying to get in, but you know, just keep on a bounce out. And that is Mr. Christopher Pinnock from the JDF. He's one of our director, and also he's the instructor of female dancing and, you know, getting them routines together. That is done by Christopher Pinnock. As soon as we can get him in, we will get him in to be a part of the panel. Gentlemen, before we leave, any last comment from Mr. Wallace? That's Calvin Wallace from the Corporal Wallace regarding the Reggae Boys Club and the Magnificent Troopers Jump Corps.
Yes, definitely. It's a beautiful partnership. And I see where we are going to be doing great things in the future. I can recall that the last match we played, when the players came off the field, the females were saying that, listen, my man, we got such a vibe and such an energy from you. We wish you guys could travel with us. And that made us feel good because, you know, you're in the stand. I didn't even know that they were hearing us so clearly, you know, but them said them get a vibes, man. And sometimes we draw some tune and, you know, it give them a push, which is good. And that is exactly what we want. If we are able to give them a push on the field, then that's good.
Right, right.
So I appreciate.
But, I have a question.
Go ahead, Sir Wallace.
Go ahead, Mr. Kyle Wallace.
Yeah, Mr. Wang, I have a question. So, yeah, when you guys going on your next what you call it, your next presentation or your next performance, will you have a time period that the viewers can know when to come on and watch you guys do your thing? Like, how can we follow you? Do we have to subscribe? Or do you have a link?
Okay. All right. So, well, we need persons to subscribe to the page. Yeah. Most important, right? That is one of the quickest way to. But we also do create a link. We also do create a link that we share so persons can know when we're going to be live again and what's the topic, where we're going, and so forth. So, for the 2024 season, it will be much more improved going forward in terms of going live and, you know, getting person to actually being a part of our life, right? And giving directions, you know, just basically giving them a tour of the life, giving them a tour of the life.
Do you have like a scheduled time as to when you go live, like every Saturday morning, every Sunday morning, Tuesday evening? Anything that we can look forward to?
Okay, for now, no, because all right, for now, no. And the reason why I said no. All right, let me explain. If we're going, there is certain events that we can set the time and we will be on time. There is certain events. Just like, for example, like for the podcast, like we can set the time and we know that, yes, we will be starting on time. But a lot of these function depends on the function. We will say, let us set a schedule for argument's sake, January the 5th at 3 o'clock, because we will be playing at such and such a place at 3 o'clock. Then when we reach the venue, it's a whole different thing. We're not going to be playing until another hour. And so the band is just there sitting, waiting. And you understand? So we don't get to start on time.
Right.
Now, again, there is certain function that will start on time. And we will have to sit and discuss which occasion we think will start on time. Or, you know, we know we'll start definitely on time. Because we don't want to tell people, say, yes, we're going to be on live by 5, and we're not on live by 5. We're on live by 6. It's like we're not credible.
Right. I get you. I hear you. All right.
Yeah, definitely. At training, yeah. So even at training, we do decide to go live even one time a week, but it won't be for every week because this is the thing. There is something as a marching band, Mr. Clay Wallace, we do not want to be out on the road. You know, as a marching band, especially as one of those top marching band, yeah, you have to have things wrapping at the back for when you go out there. The surprise is like, whoa. So you don't want to give that away during practice. So we pick and choose what we want to go on here so people can see. And any marching band will tell you that is the way it goes, especially for like top marching band. Especially when we have to use all the sections in terms of practice. Yeah, man, definitely. Any other
So,
question, Mr. Wallace?
yeah, go on.
No, I was asking you if there is any other questions.
No other questions from my end. Just that people should, tune in, subscribe, and wait for the next show, because this is just a launch, and we're pretty sure that it's just going to grow and get bigger and bigger.
And let me add, there is no way we could be on this live and don't acknowledge some of our stalwart within the marching band, founders, persons who have cleared the way for us even to be in here. Sir Thomas, who have passed away a few years ago. Look, that man is a father to almost every troopers, as in the foundation. You name it. Somebody who be there for you individually, look out for it. And I'm not saying that to make him look good or make him family. I said, well, we remember him, we attack from we art. Put out in very hard where magnificent troopers is concerned. Billy, Ted, Winston Woolcock, Sir Constable, Irvin Smith, who will definitely be on the next. And like I said before, you have Winsome, both Winsome, you have Bobby Six, you have Bobby, who is, present every single night, every single day.
Maggie Bell.
Magnificent troopers, Mr. Smith, the
Maggie
whole
Bell.
team. Look, Maggie Bell, who is one of our longest founder within and member within the marching band. I always, trouble her by saying, Maggie, it looked like when Sir them decide for, plan this marching band, you did it, and you didn't know about it from early because she's so dedicated. And, she's the longest serving member within the marching band. To the younger troopers, much respect to each and every one of you for keeping the torch alive. You name it. So to Spanish Town High, thank you for allowing us to be there yearly for doing our recruit drive at your social club meeting.
Club and Society.
Sir James, if I'm leaving out any school that have been playing a role, exactly. We just want to thank all the schools in Spanish Town for having us, and these schools now, we basically form a partnership with these schools because these schools are now reaching out to us. So look here, you need to be here next week. It's our club and society. We need to get these kids into some positive club. Magnificent troopers, you need to be here. And we just thank the public on the whole. We thank the mothers, we thank the parents of these kids as well, who, send your kids, put your trust in us as the leaders for, basically be mother and fathers to them. We thank you so much and appreciate you guys, sending your kids to us and continuing with the legacy of the magnificent troopers. And Sir Kyle, there's no way I could not mention Ricky Trooper. No way I could not mention Ricky Trooper, and I said it one more time. Ricky Trooper, who from beginning has reached out to us in terms of we being a part of the Reggae Girl Supporters Club. He have been instrumental in every single way. Him get back in visa that day, and the first flight him come back with a couple of bugles, and you name it, and we so appreciated a lot of that Ricky Trooper, and we all the rest of members of abroad
my apologies
to support the marching band. We salute and respect you. Any word, Sir James?
My apologies.
Somebody asked a question: how long has the band in existence? We are in existence for 41 years. Okay, and my last word is I just appreciate the kids that are in the marching bands and all the members in general. I respect them and I appreciate them, right? And I have a nice feeling when they go into the stadium to the football match and them enjoy themselves, because some of them is going to the stadium for the first when they go there to perform when the match is playing. So I just have that great feelings for them and feel happy for them also.
Right.
Yeah, I just wanted to say again,
Pops,
sorry.
we know you're watching.
Thank
That's my brother over the years. Michael Williams. Big up yourself, man. Thick tin. You have been with
And
troopers over the years. You know,
Carlton.
we've been through a lot where
Sir,
Magnificent
I remember
Troopers is
Carlton.
concerned. Much respect.
Remember
Carlton.
Carlton.
And the band, right, and Carlton, and the band is in existence. Right, Sir James. The band is in existence over 41 years. And the academy is where the Magnificent Troopers was birthed and still is. Still is. Still is. Still is. Joyce, any last word?
Joyce, Mike can't turn on that now.
Oh, the mic. The mic. Constable
Poor
Tadisha,
Joyce.
any last word?
Sorry, Josh. Don't worry. We can't hear you. We can
Okay,
feel it.
right.
Yeah.
And
I just want to say,
I'm not getting Tadisha. I'm not getting Tadisha.
Mr. Wang, I just want to say, I forgot to big up
Sir
Ricky
Wallace.
Trooper.
Sir Kyle, I should say.
Yeah, I forgot to big up Ricky Trooper. He played such an instrumental part in all of this. So my apologies for not mentioning him, but he played a very big part in getting all of this done. Without him, it basically could not take off, because he was the whole link for everything coming together. So, big up Ricky, big up. You know what I mean? And we have to go link on something else, and I'll talk to you about that. But
Sir Wang, you left out Sir Smith.
And like I said, this is, no man, I've mentioned Mr. Smith. I've mentioned Mr. Smith. If not, let me do it again. Mr. Smith. Lots of respect, sir. Lots of respect, sir. I remember countless weekends you having us on Tag Drive. Countless. I'm going to say Tedisha smile. So Tedisha know where I am. If it's not the police truck, then it's a coaster. And from Tag Drive to Parade, and you are one of the person who help to, in the new generation, have played a vital role as well for help Magnificent Troopers. And let me add, he is Corporal Smith. He is a police officer as well. Big up yourself, big up your kids, your wife, and just big up the whole Magnificent Troopers nation. Lots of respect. Raquel, Nene, and it goes on. All right. So I want to thank you, gentlemen, for being here. If there is any more suggestion or here again on another topic, more better and effective.
yes, sir.
All right, so everyone is good?
Thanks, everybody.
All right, so
yeah, hold up. Let me one thing. I'd like to thank everybody for coming on board, for being a part of this. But I'll also like to say, if they can also contribute to the troopers directly by calling the number below. Contributions are welcome. So, everything goes for the cause of helping the kids, helping the community, and building a better Jamaica. There is a number, and I implore you, make that phone call as we grow and build Jamaica. Thank you.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it. I think I have one more thing. Someone just texted my phone saying they're asking me again just to big up the female team. So that would be like Sean and Sir James helped me along, Odie and Odile and the whole team, and so forth. Enjoy your night and big up yourself. Thank you again for continuing the legacy. Right.
Shine,
And how could we forget? Yeah. All right. So, gentlemen,
Brittany.
thank you for being here. Don't want to keep you too long. It's almost over an hour. So thank you again, gentlemen. We look forward to another live podcast.
Okay.
All right. Take care.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night. Good night, everybody. The viewers, thank you very much. The streamers, thank them very much. All right.